So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most important match preview of the season. Welcome to the Derby della Capitale, Roma against Lazio, tomorrow evening. Am I ready for it? No, I'm not. Because you're never ready for derbies. Derbies are those games which you never really want to play. I mean, you really want to win, but the second you lose a derby, it's just bad vibes for the entire week after the derby. It's that game. It's that game where tension is going to be very, very high. I expect a pretty close game, just like any derby, if you ask me. But why do I expect a close game in this one? I expect a close game in this one because this derby is so important when it comes to the Champions League margins for both teams. Whoever wins this derby, I think, gets a massive advantage in the top four race. This is why I expect both teams to be scared. I expect both teams to close themselves down. And effectively, look, it always happens like that in a derby because both teams don't want to lose the derby, because the fans don't like losing derbies, and because it has counter effects, losing a derby. But I also think that due to the fact that it's such an important derby, due to the fact that we could say this is a 6-pointer game, because it means so much when it comes to the Champions League race. Both teams are like separated by 2 points. In fact, every single team apart from Napoli, who's fighting to get top four, is very close together. So losing a game means slipping up, and losing this game means slipping up against one of your biggest rivals, against another team which is fighting to get top four. And I think the last time we had a very important derby like this was quite a long time ago. I don't remember a derby being this important just like this one. And obviously this is why it's going to be exciting. But I am not expecting a fun game. I'm expecting a close game. I'm expecting a low-scoring game. I'm expecting both teams to score. But I'm expecting a draw. I'm expecting a draw. But I have to be honest with you. If I have to say who's the favourites out of the two, I have to go Lazio. I have to go Lazio, not just because of home advantage, but because Lazio are always dangerous when they come from bad performances. Now, this is controversial because you're probably saying, well, the fact that they're coming from a bad performance, isn't it an advantage for us? Because they're living a bad momentum period. And that's good knowledge, but unfortunately Lazio's a weird team. Lazio's a weird team. When they lose a game, and they lose a big game, an important game, like the one they just lost against AS Alkmaar, in the next game, they always do way better. Look at the Napoli one. No one was expecting Lazio to even score in Napoli's ground, and they managed to beat Napoli in their home ground and get 3 points. So, as a Roma fan who will be there at the stadium tomorrow, I have to be honest with you, I think Lazio are favourites. On the other hand, why do I believe in my team, and why would I not be surprised if we win this game? I would not be surprised if Roma wins this game, because Mourinho is the best manager out there to prepare these kind of games. And I'll be honest with you, Roma this season is a pretty different team when it comes to preparing these big games. You look at the big games we played this season, and we effectively only lost the ones against Napoli and the Lazio one, and the Atalanta one too. But you look at Milan, we showed spirit. We were 2 down and we equalised 2-2. We won against Juventus. We won against Inter. We drew against Juventus in the first leg. So what I'm trying to say is, Roma in these games is a different team. Roma in these games is more aggressive. Roma in these games wants it more. This is why I expect a very close game. I expect a touch game. But look, it's a derby. The teams will be scared. I expect both teams to be very scared in this game. That's why I expect a low-scoring game. But to be fair, it's one of those games where the result doesn't count. The way we play doesn't count. The only thing which possibly counts in a derby is the result. You can dominate for 90 minutes and then lose the game. That's not enough. You still lost the derby. This is a game which you can't lose. This is a game which, if you lose, You get mocked for the entire week, and you don't want that. This is a game which especially we can't lose because we already lost the first leg. And it's something rare that both games get won by one single team in one season. It's very hard to see. In fact, the last time which it happened, I'm pretty sure it was a long time ago that one of the two teams won two consecutive derbies. It doesn't normally happen. But Lazio have got an advantage because they won in our ground, and now we have to play with a Lazio full stadium. So we kind of look, and I think the first game, the first derby of the season, I think was our lowest point of the season so far. I think when we played that derby in November, that was our weakest point. That was our lowest point over the course of the entire season. The team had no clue of what to do back then. And that derby got lost because of Ibanez making a very crucial mistake. And that derby also got lost because the team did not want it. If we play like we played like that, then there is no chance of us winning this game. And there's a problem if we lose this. If we lose the derby, the fans are gonna complain. Because you don't lose two derbies in one season. It's just the rule. You cannot even try to lose two derbies in one season. So if we lose this game, the fans are going to be mad. And the second we lose this game, I've said this already, I would not be surprised if we get pushed back into a black hole. And right now, to be honest with you, I think also seeing the fact that we're in the last state of the Europa League, and also seeing the fact that we could be the favourites to reach that final in Budapest, which is something historic. We've got all the things with us. We're 2 points from top 4. We're living a good moment, cancelling that Sassuolo performance. We're coming from a Juventus win and a Real Sociedad win. We're coming from such a good moment that we really now have to avoid getting pushed back into a black hole. Because we're coming towards the end of the season. It's that part of the season where you cannot be stuck in tough moments, because the second you lose points, it's done. And we can't lose points because, first of all, if we lose tomorrow, we're losing points against a direct competitor for our top 4 race. And especially because I've said this 20 times in the space of 10 minutes, it's a derby. No one wants to lose a derby. We've already lost the first one. We really cannot dare to lose the second one too. Look, let's move on to my predicted 11. I think Rui Patricio starts, Ibanez, Mancini and Smalling. Other than that, everything confirmed. We have a few players missing. Now, Matic apparently had a little muscle problem after the Real Sociedad game. And I don't think he's ready for this game. So I definitely think Matic won't play this game. If Matic is available for this game, I definitely think Matic has to start this game. Because if Matic starts this game, he shows solidity. And midfielder fights are going to be big in this game. So if Matic is available, start him. But I don't think he's going to be available for this game. And I'm going to put Gini in. It's going to be Gini's first derby. And as much as new players feel the pressure of a derby, Gini's got the experience. I don't think he'll fall for the pressure of the derby. So Gini starts, Cristante starts because he's living a great moment. Spina starts because he can absolutely burn Marusic down. If Spinazzola gets into that game with a good mindset, he can absolutely burn Marusic down. And on the other side, I would have put Korstop, but Korstop broke his nose. He got surgery today, so Zalewski's going to start. Now, people are going, Zalewski or Celik? I don't know. Zalewski 110% over Celik. Even if Zalewski is worse at defending than Celik, which I'm not even sure about this statement, but even if people think Celik is better at defending, a derby is a game which really nothing counts. It's just the pressure. And Zalewski is going to feel the pressure. But Zalewski's a Roma boy. Zalewski knows what a derby is. Celik doesn't have a clue of what a Roma derby is. So Zalewski over Celic 100%. Then we've got Dybala Pellegrini. I'd expect a good performance from Pellegrini. He's the captain. He's the one which has to guide the team in this performance. So Pellegrini starts. Dybala, it's gonna be his first derby. He was injured in the derby in November, and he can be the decider game. He can be the game changer. He can be the experience. He can be the talent which is gonna be missing in this game. And then Tammy up front. Tammy Abraham is confirmed up front. I was watching Sky Sports lately, and everyone has confirmed that Tammy Abraham will start tomorrow. And I think he has to get look. Imagine he scores tomorrow. Confidence is back. If he scores tomorrow, he's back going. Scoring in a derby, he scored 2 last year. Why can't he do it again? So that is going to be my predicted 11. Speaking about Lazio, players to look out for. And look, I think we have to close the spaces here because Lazio's look, as much as I hate them and I wish them all the worst, Lazio play good football. When when they step in a pitch in a good way, they play good football. We have to close the spaces. They don't have an equivalent of Dybala, to be honest with you. Because people who compare Dybala and Milinkovic have got zero ball knowledge. People who even dare to say Milinkovic-Savic is better than Dybala, it's like saying a turtle is faster than a lion. Please. So, Lazio don't have our equivalent of Dybala. Therefore, I expect Dybala to play a big part in this game. So, when it comes to Lazio, look, they've got interesting players. Their defense is a good defense, but I think Immobile has got a big question mark in this game. People don't know if Immobile will be ready for this game. And if Immobile is not ready for this game, they are basically getting in this game without a striker. They have to play with Felipe Anderson as a false 9. Felipe Anderson scored in the last derby. I'm not trying to wind them down, but you see what I mean? Like, our defense is good at home, even though this is an away game. We're playing at home technically, even though it's an away game, if that makes sense. Smalling, Mancini and Ibanez are great defenders. The second Lazio play without a striker, I think we've pocketed them. I think that their game will rotate a lot on Milinkovic-Savic. Our game will rotate a lot on Paulo Dybala. It's Dybala against Milinkovic. One of the reasons why the derby in November was a boring one is because both Dybala and Milinkovic were missing. They're back. They're going to play this game. They're going to be there. And I just think... Look... we may be living a better moment than them because they just got thrown out of what was called by them a little cup. It was very embarrassing for them being thrown out of that Conference League because it really puts to mind that before you speak, you have to actually show the facts. So Lazio is gonna be endangered after that Conference League bottling. And we are coming from being drawn out with Feyenoord and having a big image of us reaching the Europa League final because it is doable. It's not easy. It's doable. It's something historic if we reach the Europa League final. So when it comes to psychology and psychological factors, we're living a better moment than them. But this is a derby and everything gets cancelled down. This is as if it's the first match of the season. This is like it's the first match of the season. We don't know how the teams are coming from it. Because it's a derby. Both teams will feel the pressure. Lazio has got home advantage tomorrow. 80% of the fans at the stadium will be Lazio fans. So you will feel the pressure in a derby. This is why, and Ibanez, if you're looking at this, mistakes are going to be crucial in this. Pressure is going to be high. Mistakes are going to be high. We have to avoid mistakes because if we give them the balls like we did in the first leg, then they're going to score. Lazio's going to take advantage of our mistakes and we have to take advantage of their mistakes. That's just what a derby is. We have to be careful because we cannot lose this game. We really can't lose this game. Because the fact that because it's a derby, no one wants to lose it, but also because it's such an important game for a top four race. So that's kind of my predicted 11. My match preview, it's a derby. It's a derby, ladies and gentlemen. We may be better informed than them, but we may be living a better form than them, but everything gets cancelled in a game like this. Speaking about atmosphere and all of that, I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be documenting everything for you guys. So stadium vlog tomorrow night. I expect big displays. Obviously, it's one of the best derbies in Europe, in the world, I'd say. Big atmosphere, big choreographies, big displays. The atmosphere is going to be big. Atmosphere is also going to be dangerous. Now, I said this already yesterday. If there's anyone going to the stadium tomorrow, please be cautious because apparently it's going to be more dangerous than the other editions, than the other events. It's going to be more dangerous than these past derbies. Apparently, people are saying that it could be the most dangerous derby in the last 5 years. Partly because of the fact that it's such an important game when it comes to top four race. Much of it due to the fact that it's a big rivalry. And the third big factor in this is that apparently investigators have said that those Serbian ultras bastards or there could be a chance that those Serbian Red Star Belgrade ultras could be back in Rome. And if that happens, there will be an absolute mayhem in front of the stadium tomorrow. I really hope it does not happen. But yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. So yeah, it's gonna be a wild one. But be careful if you're going there. I mean, speaking about myself, I'll be going there with Josh, so definitely have to be careful. But yeah, look, what I want to see tomorrow, and I say this every time before a big game, I want to see 11 Warriors. We hate them. We detest them. They're our rivals. We want them dead. They're rats. The city is ours. So we have to absolutely obliterate them tomorrow on every single aspect. We have to obliterate them. We have to make that Conference League trophy shit from their pants. We have to mock them on that aspect too. We have to take advantage of the fact that we won the Conference League that they underestimated and they got thrown out of. I want to see an obliteration. I want to see us winning on every single aspect. I want to see 11 Gianluca Mancinis on the pitch. 11 players who would sacrifice their heads for a tackle. 11 players who would who want to fight, who want and have that fighting spirit. Because if we don't fight and if we don't show that aggressive spirit, and if we play like we played in November against them, we're going to lose this game. And losing this game will not bring good consequences when it comes to the table, because we would go 5 points from Lazio, and it would also bring bad consequences because we are the first team of Rome. We are the team who won more derbies. Rome is red, and we have to show that. We have to get the keys of that city and show everyone that Rome is red. I'm ready for it. I'm excited, but I'm nervous for it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you're not nervous for the derby, then there's something which ain't right. You have to be nervous. That's what a derby is all about. But yeah, look, I'm not gonna drag it any further. Predicted 11 done. How we come to this game done. We just have to go for it. We have to go for it. It's gonna be 90 minutes of excitement, of tension. And yeah, we have to destroy them. We have to send the rats back in the sewages. But yeah, I mean, also another bad thing is that Mourinho won't be on the bench, which is not great because I think Mourinho in these games gives a massive mentality boost. But yeah, we have to play this game without Mourinho on the bench. But but Mourinho's good at preparing these games. Mourinho loves preparing these games, and Mourinho loves these direct games, these all-in games. So at the end of the day, it's a manager which wins trophies for a living and a manager who picks his nose for a living. Are you doing a live watch along tomorrow? No, I'm going to the stadium, so stadium vlog will come out tomorrow evening, pretty late because it's a derby. I have to get home and all of that. So no live watch along tomorrow. Stadium vlog tomorrow. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one because I'm not intending to edit a stadium vlog of my team and seeing my reactions when we lose the derby. So hopefully we win it. But yeah, look, it's the Rome derby. Welcome to the Rome derby. We've got 24 hours to go. I'll catch you tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Smash the like button if you're ready for it. Smash the like button because we're going to destroy these rats. Do it right now. If you don't do it, you're a Lazio fan. I'm calling you that. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification button so you'll be notified every time I go live or post a video, and I will catch you very, very soon.